So when we go to buy a washing machine or a dishwasher, we generally know the brands, the good places to buy and the average price ranges. What we found from speaking to customers here at the water treatment centre is they get very confused. They know very little about water softeners and they tend to not know where to go, what dealers to go, what brands to buy and what prices they should be paying for a quality water softener. Many people therefore start with the price. The price, however, is made up of two different parts. The price that you pay when you buy the system and it's fitted, and also the price and the cost to run the system. And this is very important and the part that most people miss out on when they're buying a water softener. But it's very important to determine the true price of a water softener and whether or not you're getting value for money. So don't just rush in and buy the cheapest system available until you've checked out the running costs and compared them to other systems. This will make sure that you get the best deal and the best value for your money. So buying a water softener is a little bit like buying a car. A water softener uses salt just like a car uses fuel. So it's very important to select one that's going to be economical to run. After all, when you think about it, if you were going out to buy a car, would you buy a cheap car with high running costs, or would you pay a little bit more for a good quality car that was going to be economical to run and save you money in the long run? The average price for a water softener in the Irish market, including installation, runs in at about €900. A handful of systems you'll find for a little bit more, and a handful of systems you'll find for a little bit less. There are so many systems out there in the marketplace today, it's very difficult for any customer to decide what's value for money. That's what we do here every day. We're constantly researching and testing systems, new systems, to see if we can deliver cheaper systems at a more affordable price that still offer value for money. To date, we haven't found one that's as economical as the Ecowater softener, which is why we recommend the Ecowater softener for your home. The market is broken into three different sections in the Irish market at the moment for water softeners. We have the high end, the mid-range, and we have the low end. The first range are high-end brands like the Ecowater range of water softeners that arrive fully manufactured, fully assembled, fully tested and fully guaranteed from the manufacturer. Arrive in a box, completely assembled, just like your washing machine. These systems, packed with digital technology, cheaper to run than any other system in the marketplace, using a bag of salt every 6 to 8 weeks. On average, €8 per bag, that works out at about €48 per year to run and salt, with warranties of up to 15 years, genuine, free, direct from the manufacturer. These systems, although you pay a little bit more for them, will certainly work out to be the cheapest option. So the second and third range in the Irish market today in terms of water softeners are assembled units. And what this means is that a local supplier has sourced various different parts of the water softener from various parts of the world and assembled them together to a finished product in their own local company. This means that no one supplier or manufacturer has signed off on the quality or the finished product, and that can raise some questions when warranties come into play with so many different suppliers having supplied various parts of the machine. That being said, there is a big difference between the quality of the products in the mid-range and the quality of the products in the lower range. The quality of the products in the mid-range, even though they are assembled, they tend to be of a much higher quality. They come with reasonable running costs, using a bag of salt every 4 to 6 weeks, and that averages about €96 per year. And in fairness, they're not subject to annual service fees. So they are a reasonably economical machine. The low range of the market, again, assembled units where parts are sourced from around the world. The difference between the mid-range and the low range is that the components used in the raw materials that are used in the low end are sourced from the cheapest suppliers of components around the world. They're then assembled by the company supplying and fitting them for you. A cheap unit doesn't necessarily mean the best value for money. So by cutting corners and getting cheaper quality products at cheaper prices and giving them out there to customers makes it appear like you're getting a good deal because the price that you pay will be cheaper. 2 years down the road, if some of these cheap components leak, burst or corrode, or they're not working right and you need to replace them, that unit no longer is a cheap unit. It becomes a much more expensive unit in the long run, having a very short lifetime. With very high running costs while it is in use, using a bag of salt on average between 2 to 4 weeks at €8 per bag leaves those running costs in excess of €100 per year. Now we have more to consider than just salt, cost when it comes to the lower end of the market, because the warranties that come with them tend to be tied in to an annual service fee. So anything between 45 to 95 euros, depending on which company you go for, are the sort of service fees that you'd be looking at paying with the lower end units. So when you look at the purchase price plus the running cost, at the end of the day it becomes a very expensive unit, and more expensive than some of the quality units that have low running costs. So it's important to consider both the price that you pay and also the running costs to determine which system is the best value for money. We have spent years researching the market, looking for quality water softeners that bring value for money to our customers. Year in, year out, after all the testing that we do and all the various makes and models, the Ecowater brand still continues to prove to be the best value for money. With low running costs, it's still cheaper than any other brand on the marketplace, even in today's market. We can guarantee that if you purchase a water system from us here at the Water Treatment Centre, that you'll be absolutely thrilled with both the quality of the products and the service that we provide to you. We provide salt and all the aftercare service that your systems need, so we can guarantee that you will be well taken care of as one of our customers here at the Water Treatment Centre.
Hi, my name is Stephen and I'm living here in this house in Enfield for the past 6 years. And shortly after I moved in, I noticed the water very hard, and my kettle was scaling and it was very limey. So I had a system installed by the Water Treatment Centre, of which I cannot say enough about. In saying that, I also had other quotes from different companies, and whereas the Water Treatment Centre wasn't the cheapest, but in the long term they have been the best, and I can honestly say that.
So thanks for watching. For any further information, please contact us today on 1890 946 333 or 057 93 33 942. Or to collect your free water test kit, just click here.